How could I be so blind? You caught me by surprise.
There's the practical logistics of how do you get the opportunity to make a feature film, tell a feature film length story when you don't have the money for even a short film. And so you have to think about creativity differently. You have to think about the industry differently. You know, what are people working for if they're not working for a fee? Okay, we'll give them a stake in the film. If the film makes money, they make money. Give them room to have a credit that they're proud of. You know, allow them the space to bring their creativity to a project. Give people who hadn't had opportunities an opportunity. You know, it forced me to kind of not just rely on money changing hands for this film to be something that everyone's really proud
And the
to have worked
hierarchical
on.
nature that I'm paying you, so you have to take my orders.
Yeah.
We couldn't do that.
It forces you to have a really small team of people, but you become very close and you learn how to work with each other in a different way than you do when this person's the boss and these people just have to listen. They had the space to be an artist, not just a technician. And that's something that you can only do when you're willing to not only let people learn on your film, but you're willing to give people a big enough stake in your film for everybody to win. If this film does well, everybody does well.
We didn't want to take a year and a half or 3 years to write a bunch of drafts for a movie that doesn't get made, which is usually how that works. Instead, because we knew so many really talented people, and Casey was primed to do her directorial debut as a feature film, why don't we grab some friends, know the resources we have, come up with a structure and some characters, and do a structured improv. Casey's family happened to own a vineyard down the South Island, so we didn't have to shoot in a grotty student flat as so many bad no-budget films are made in. So Casey came up with the characters and the story structure, and we brought in these really talented people that we knew to inhabit. And I think you designed the characters based on the talents of the people we knew, right?
Yeah, we had a few sort of incredible actors, but also sort of the addition of Brenton Timawananui to the team as the cinematographer and DOP, just sort of, you know, Nick Lemeth as the production designer, James Dunlop, who's here with us today over in the sound.
What's up, yo?
It was bringing all of these professional expertise and saying, how can we do something really different, and how can we showcase all of these incredible talents in a way that is talking about New Zealand life and feels real to not only to the people making it, but hopefully, you know, to the audience that's going to see it.
One of the reasons that we were able to make a really good feature film in 11 days is because so many of our cast and crew are hyphenates.
Yep.
So many of them know how to do more than one thing, and we're, you know, running from thing to thing and getting it done in a way that a lot of more funded projects would have real trouble doing that and would really slow them down. We were able to be super duper agile.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is also everybody just trusting each other to know what needed to be done. You know, there were times when we would send the cast off with a cell phone to do second unit and just shoot whatever they wanted. The footage that they got, I didn't see it until it was cut into the first rough cut of the film. Like, that's how running and gunning, you know, it had just never made it past me, and it was perfect.
Right.
It was exactly what we needed, and that comes from really clear communication, but also trust. You know, I trusted them to know what they were doing, and they were like, cool, you were totally right to do that. We do know what we're doing. Like, there's nothing wrong with going, that's a good idea. Hey, everybody, come and listen to James's good idea. Hey, everybody, come and listen to Steve's good idea. This is way better than what I thought we were going to be doing. And you can't do that if you're stressing out about, who am I as a filmmaker? What is my vision?
Right, right.
You know?
And how do I assert my authority on this set and all of that?
Yeah, and I think part of that is because I'm not that kind of filmmaker. You know, I'm not the next Jane Campion. You know, I don't have that auteur classic vision that is, this is what a Casey Zilbert film feels like in the way that she does in that artistic sense. But my skill set is people, and being able to motivate and combine teams and collaborate with people and provide the right materials so that a really talented collective can come together and make something that just would never have existed.
Well done, guys.